Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. Today it is one from Latest in Beauty. It's the Trending Beauty Edit Volume 5, What's New. So this was released in September 2024 and I think it's still available at the time of filming. Costs £36 plus delivery charges. It's worth £231. Now I got 20% off by plus free delivery by using the code T520, that's TFIVE20, which brought this down to £28.80. There may be better deals out there, there often are. So there are 14 products in the box. You do get a leaflet as well. Mine's looking a little bit creased because the dog jumped all over it. When I first saw this, I wasn't sure. I was a little bit torn because there are quite a few products in here I knew I wouldn't use, but there were also some that I thought I was really intrigued about and really wanted to try. And there was one that I absolutely love, which I'm saving till the end. You'll probably wonder why, but I love these sorts of things. We'll start off with, I think, the ones that I'm not going to be using, just to, well, kind of get them out of the way, I guess. So this is by Philip Kingsley. It's the Swim Cap Water Resistant Mask. It's 100 mils. It's full size, worth £24. Latest in Beauty says this water resistant hair mask is designed to be worn while sunbathing or swimming. It protects hair from the drying and damaging effects of chlorine, salt water and UV rays. The hydrating formula improves bounce and shine while providing colour protection, in particular preventing bleached hair turning green. So you apply this in sections to damp hair and comb through. Leave it on your hair to guard against the sun and water damage. Then to remove it, rinse well and double shampoo. So I have had this one before and I've always ended up giving it away, mainly because I don't swim. I can't swim, so I'm not going to go swimming. I don't really sunbathe anymore either. I mean, we've had a bit of a dodgy summer this year in the UK, but we have had some hot days, but even on those, kind of gone to sit out in the sun and given up after about 10 minutes. So it's not really the right product for me. However, I will pass this on to someone who will make good use of it. The next product, now I do want to try this one out and I haven't. So I shouldn't really put it in the products that I'm not interested in, because I am. It's just that I haven't tried this one out. So it's by Lee Stafford. It's the Hair Drying Accelerator. It's 150 mils, £7.99 on the brand's website. Latest in Beauty says this is a multitasking hair drying accelerator that helps cut down on blow drying time whilst protecting hair and giving it a boost of smoothness and shine. Infused with hydrolyzed wheat protein, pro-vitamin B5 and vitamin E, this spray detangles, smooths and softens each strand. It creates a protective veil to shield against heat damage up to 230 degrees C, helping reduce breakage. And to use it, you spritz evenly all over damp hair, comb through and blow dry as usual. So with this one, I do want to try it, and I had intended to try it out today, but my hair, when I woke up, was looking really nice, and so I didn't actually wash it today, and because I think it looks really nice and smooth. I used Whey hair oil on it yesterday, which is one of my favourite hair products ever. I buy that. I think I must have had it in a box once, maybe, or maybe in an advent calendar or something like that, and I fell in love with it, so I buy it now. I get it for Christmas, I get it for birthdays, and it tends to last, but I use it on special occasions only. And as I went out yesterday, I used it then, and I thought, you know what, it's made my hair feel lovely, so I'm just going to keep it as is. But I will be trying this one out in future, and I'll try and remember to try it out. If I don't get any hair products in my next box, I'll try and remember to try it out on that day. It's by Lee Stafford, so it's a brand that I know. I like the products that I've had from this brand before. Before I used to get beauty boxes, this is one of the hair brands I would turn to. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in terms of the spray. Ooh, a little bit of a drop fell on something else then, but it is quite a, it's because I'm not spraying it properly. It is quite a fine spray. Oh, it's got a very recognizable fragrance, which must be the Lee Stafford General fragrance. It's nice. So I will be using that and seeing how it goes. Okay, the next product. Now, the next one isn't for me. Again, this one is Balmain's Tea Tree Face Wash. So it's 125 mils worth £16. Latest in Beauty says a super gentle, refreshing facial wash for sensitive, breakout prone or reactive skin made with tea tree and lemongrass oils, plus skin kind natural extracts including prebiotic inulin, Epsom salt to soothe itchiness, omega-rich borage, bladder for improved collagen synthesis, and regenerative rosehip. The wash is perfect for the sensitive skin of teenagers or anyone whose face is prone to rashes, spots and breakouts. So this obviously isn't really for my skin type. I do get the odd spot. I think they're hormonal spots now, which, to be fair, the teenage spots are generally hormonal, I think, aren't they? And I do have a lot of friends with children, not necessarily teenagers, actually going into their 20s and beyond, who do have problem with blemishes, and my own son does occasionally. So this is something I'm either going to pass on. I might pass it on, you know, or I might keep it here for use by the family if they need it. It does smell very strongly of tea tree oil. I don't know whether you can see, it's kind of like a gel, and also I get the lemongrass. But oh yeah, I do get the lemongrass quite well, actually. That's almost coming through to banish that tea tree. The tea tree is still there. The tea tree always makes me, it's a knockout smell, isn't it? And I mean, it will knock you out. Tea tree is something that was always there in my probably probably not even the teens, actually, more in my 20s, in my bathroom cabinet, because it was something that I always used if I got a spot, and I would just put it on as tea tree oil. I mean, it was in a little, I think it was in a little brown jar like that, and you just dab the oil onto the spot. It always did a fabulous job. So I know it's a good ingredient for these sorts of things. Obviously, I haven't tried it out myself, but I bet it's decent, that. Okay, the next, worth a try anyway. The next one, again, isn't something I'm going to be using, mainly because of the way that I do my own routine. So this is by Skin Cycles. It's Renewal Toning Pads. So it's a set of 50 pads worth £55. Latest in Beauty says the next generation of exfoliating pads formulated with PHA, AHA, BHA and fruit enzymes to gently remove dead skin cells. Infused with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid to brighten and hydrate your skin, this one-step resurfacing treatment helps to refine skin texture, even out skin tone, and reduce the appearance of enlarged pores and blemishes while revealing a healthy, radiant complexion. After cleansing, gently wipe the face with one pad, avoiding the eye area. Discard after one use, use twice daily. So for me, with exfoliating kind of products, I tend to just use one in my routine, and that's usually in the form of a cleanser rather than a toner. So I don't know, these do sound really good though, don't they? Oh, I've just noticed something in there. Oh, I had a quick look earlier, I didn't notice this, but look, there's a little pair. I think I want to keep them now, just for the little tweezing thing. I probably will keep them for other people in the household to use. There's a little lid on the top, and then you've got your pads in there, and I just want to do it now, tweeze one out like that. I like that a lot, but I probably won't use it myself. I'll keep doing it the way I do it because it works for me, and I think when you find something that works for you, you got to stick with it, haven't you? Okay, and they do sound like they'll be really good again for blemish prone skin, I reckon. So the next product in here is by Weleda. It's the Skin Food Nourishing Day Cream. So this is 40 mils worth £14.95. Latest in Beauty says, inspired by the iconic Skin Food original, this natural day cream is formulated to intensively nourish skin, protect, hydrate and restore radiance. Fragrant essential oils of sweet orange, rosemary and lavender mean you start the day on an upbeat note. A combination of pure plant oils and extracts including calendula from Weleda's own herb gardens, chamomile, rosemary, sunflower seed oil, shea butter and olive leaf extract together deliver long-lasting moisturisation. You smooth it onto your face, neck and décolleté after cleansing and treatments. Now, I have had a go with this, but I've had a bit of a funny day today with my products, and I've been thinking actually it might be to do with this, because this has got some oils in it, and I'm wondering whether they haven't gone with some of the other products that I use when I'm doing my makeup. So earlier on today, I did use this as moisturiser, and I used it the other day, and I used it with a product that's also in the box. Now, today, I also used a primer, one of my Arborian Red Colour Correct primers. I used this, another primer, then my Red Colour Correct, and then another thing in this box. And it did a bit of that coagulation in certain areas. I don't know whether you know what I mean. And I was thinking it was the other thing in the box, but now I'm thinking maybe actually it is this, because it has got oils in it, and sometimes oils in a moisturiser for me and the way and my skin don't tend to work very well. So it is lovely. It's quite thick feeling when you, I don't know where you can see, but it's actually really lightweight when you get it out. So I'm going to put it on my arm here and just show you. It just does a beautiful hydrating job, and it smells gorgeous. It's got a kind of an orangey smell. It does smell like the skin food. I don't know whether you've had that before for the body, which I've had before, which I really like. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great one for me. Personally, I'm thinking now maybe not under makeup, but it really does depend, I think, on the other products that you use. So the next one I'm going to look at isn't the one. I should have put the other product next, shouldn't I? In fact, I might do. Just bear with me a second. I'll just twiddle things around on my laptop. I'll be back in a sec. So the next product in here is by Meroda. It's Changing Foundation. It's 30 mils worth £29.95. A revolutionary colour changing foundation formula that starts white and seamlessly blends to match fair to medium skin tones. Lightweight and infused with SPF 15, it offers light to medium coverage that conceals redness and imperfections, leaving your skin looking flawless. So I've moved that around and now moved the next product up too far, and I was about to start on that one then. So I have had a go with this one, and obviously I've used it with the Weleda moisturiser, and the other day I just used it straight on top of there. Do you know what? It did a really good job in covering and getting the even skin tone that I need. Even though I do suffer from redness, it did a reasonable job. Not 100% perfect, I would say. Not like my Arborian CC cream, but it did do a decent job. And today I used it on top, as I said before, of the moisturiser, primer, Arborian, and then this, and it did coagulate today. The other day it did okay, but when I looked at it a couple of hours later, it kind of had gone a bit weird around my creases. I think it'd be a great one for younger skin. I just need to try it again with a different moisturiser maybe, and I think I would use it rather than a full face of makeup foundation like I've got on today, but as a daytime light one, like the way I would use I don't know, a BB cream or a tinted moisturiser, something like that, because it does do a nice job of giving that even looking face. So as you can see, I don't know why I'm doing that with my hand. It starts off white, and then when you start to blend it in, it just matches up your skin. I like it. It is good. I've got to say, it is a good product. So there is a nice light smell to it as well. Very sort of clean and gentle fragrance to it. So I'm going to use it again. Try a different moisturiser. I think this is the problem, isn't it? Some products just don't go great together, and I think maybe those two, certainly on my skin, don't go the best together. So hopefully I'm not going to make finger marks on everything now when I go on to the next thing, which is, now I love this. This is one of the things I wanted to try actually, which seems, I did want to try that, but I wanted to try this as well. So this is by Isoclean. It's the Paradise Spray Makeup Brush Cleaner. Now this is 80 mils, £6 on the brand's website. Clean your makeup brushes with ease while enjoying the sweet aroma of salted caramel, vanilla and pistachios. This effectively removes dirt and build-up from your brushes without damaging them. So when I heard what it was meant to smell like, I immediately thought of Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, that sort of fragrance family. And I was right. It does smell like that, but I don't know whether you've had this before. If you have the original one, it's a real strong smell of alcohol. That's what it smells like. And it still does smell of alcohol, but you can definitely get that kind of Sol de Janeiro smell from it as well. So I'm going to show you how to use it. I have a demonstration ready for you. So this is a eyeshadow brush I used earlier on. As you can see, it is quite dirty. So what you do is you get a bit of kitchen roll, you spray your brush. Now this does give you that lovely smell at first, so that smells beautiful, very nice, but it does go to a little bit of an alcoholic smell afterwards. Then what you do is you rub your brush on here, keep rubbing, get all the stuff off it, and eventually probably do need to pause for a second. To be honest, it only takes about 60 seconds to do this, but 60 seconds on a video is quite a long time, isn't it? So then eventually it dries out. I don't know whether that is completely clean, but that's, you get the gist of it, don't you? And it's dry and it's ready to use again. So it is a fabulous, fabulous product. It's my favourite brush cleaner. And now it's got that lovely little smell to it, which really does take away from that strong alcohol smell. It's brilliant. So I like that. I'm happy with that one. Next is a Spectrum A17 Pink Brow Brush. So this is £5.99 on the brand's website. Latest in beauty says, create perfectly defined eyebrows with the firm and precise bristles of this angled brow brush. Use with powder, gel or cream products to expertly shape and fill your brows. For best results, use a small amount of product on the flat edge of the brush and apply in light hair strokes for a natural looking finish. So I have had a go with this. I don't normally use my brushes when I get them in a box because I like to show you them all nice and new and clean. But with this, you don't get loads of product on it, so it's okay to just use. And I've used it with the next product, which is, hoping it's in the correct place on my laptop. This is by Mellow Cosmetics. It's the Brow Powder Duo in Taupe, and it's worth £16. Latest in Beauty says a 2-shade brow powder compact from Mellow, which can be customised to create the ideal shade to create naturally beautiful eyebrows. The formula is smudge proof, resistant to humidity and offers long lasting wear. So I did look for how to use it and I couldn't actually find that on the brand's website, and I've never used a brow powder before, so I've kind of just guessed at what I'm doing, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm just going to do it the simplest way, and just, you can see the different shades there, just sort of put my brush in like that, and then just brush on in my eyebrows like that. So I've no idea whether I was doing it right. I'm rubbish with eyebrows. Never take advice on me on eyebrows because I'm just not sure what I'm doing. But I just filled in all the sort of the bald spots that I get, and just did it like that really. Used a little, you can use a spoolie I think just afterwards to just get any excess powder out and just smooth it out a little bit. But yeah, it was nice to use. Took a little bit longer. So normally I would use either a tinted brow product, liquid one, or I would use crayon and then use a clear brow product, but this took a little bit longer, I would say, than the crayon. I think if I got used to using it, I could get quicker. And I enjoyed it. Funnily enough, actually, it was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable thing to do. So I probably will do it again. Okay, the next product is by Emmeline, and it's the eyeshadow cream in Windy Forest, worth £24. This combines primer and shadow for long-lasting crease-free wear. Its soft, lightweight texture offers a glistening finish day to night. Inspired by Uganda's Bwindi National Park, the rich hue flatters all skin tones with a sophisticated touch. So it says to use a tapered brush to apply this buttery cream to lids, just a little for a subtle finish or layering on for a more high voltage look. So for me, I hadn't really read that as per usual. This is what it looks like. It comes in a really pretty pot. I really like this. I've got a feeling this might be one of the products in the Advent, in the Latest and Beauty Advent calendar. I was looking at that earlier today, thinking, shall I get that? I still haven't made my mind up completely on my calendars, because I want another one apart from those two. This is what it looks like. It's got this little lid thing that you lift off, which I think is quite cute. It's got a little, what do you call those? Little holdy thing, and that's what it looks like inside. So as you can see, it's nice and shimmery, and I shall put, it is quite creamy feeling, and then I shall put a little bit here so you can see. And I have got it on today now. I hadn't read how to use it, so I just used my finger and I just put it on the middle part of my eyelid, because that's where I like to have a little bit of a shimmer. It is a little bit darker than I would normally go for. When it's out of the light, as you can see, it looks quite dark, doesn't it? In the light, it gets that nice highlighty bit to it. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet whether that is something I will use a lot of or not, because it is, I tend to go a little bit lighter gold in the middle. So I'm not entirely sure. I might try and just use it all over, but I don't think that will suit me. Okay, on to the next product, which is Wet n Wild. I've got terribly covered in makeup hands now. Okay, so this is Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liquid Eyeliner in brown. You can get this for about £6.29 from Boots. This ultimate waterproof formula provides smudge-proof, humidity-proof, flake-proof and cry-proof wear, featuring an ultrafine brush tip that delivers any look, from a thin line to a bold, dramatic stroke that lasts up to 16 hours. It glides on seamlessly and smoothly while delivering intense, highly concentrated pigmentation in one easy swipe. So I actually really like this. I'm so pleased. I've had a few eyeliners lately that have been okay, but they haven't been brilliant, and I love getting a brilliant one. So I had my Too Faced eyeliner that I got for my birthday, which I'm still using at the moment. That's my absolute favourite black eyeliner. Very pigmented though, and you have to be really careful, because if you make one mistake, especially with creased eyes, it goes all over the place. So I'm forever sort of dabbing it off while I'm using it. But this was an absolute joy to use, actually. I've used it twice now, or even 3 times, I think, and it's done a really good job. I don't know whether you can see. I'm going to get in as close as I can, because although it's pigmented, because it's brown, it's not like really powerfully in your face sort of lines, and it's just really easy to apply. So if you make a mistake, you can almost cover it up by just going over it. Can't really explain what I mean, but I know what I mean. It's just easy to use. If you're not that familiar with using liquid eyeliners and you want to start, you want to have a little practice, I think brown's a great colour to use. So this one is a good one to go for. Okay, the next product in here is a Collect by Collection, and it's Filter Finish Liquid Highlight Wand. So this is 12 mils, it's £5.99 on the brand's website. Latest in beauty says get an instant glowy complexion with this award-winning product, formulated with pearlescent pigments and infused with hyaluronic acid and shea butter to help moisturise and soften the skin. Together with natural antioxidants, this liquid highlight is the ultimate skin-loving formula. So I have got it on today. So normally I'd show you this and it would look really pretty at the end, or it's normally nice and clean, like a little white cotton sort of wool thing. No, it's not cotton wool. I can't think what it is at the end, but it's all nice and fluffy. But I've obviously used it, so it's not anymore. I'm going to show you what it's like on the back of my hand. So I have got this on today. I'm not sure how well you can see it there, because if I look to where I need to be for you to see it, I can't actually see. I think it's done a lovely job. It was lovely to use. I actually put a bit on the back of my hand. I didn't do it like that. I thought I needed a bit more sort of precision to it for me. So I put a bit on the back of my hand and then used my finger to tap it in like that. But it's beautiful. It's a lovely colour shade. I shall probably use that again. Next is by Blistex. Now I haven't used this one yet, but simply because it's in a pack and it's nice to show it like that. This is the Agave Rescue Lip Balm. It's about £3 from various suppliers. Latest in beauty says this lip balm provides 24-hour moisture with agave extract, which is known to provide moisture that holds up in the driest conditions, together with peach and plum extracts to soften, revitalise and hydrate your lips. So I'm excited to try this, mainly because I'm hoping it sort of tastes of peach, which is one of my favourite flavours. Actually, I went out yesterday for a meal, and the drink I ordered, I thought, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to have alcohol. I'm going to have it like, what do they call them? The non-mocktail. I'm going to have a mocktail. The one I chose was peach and raspberry, which is like one of my favourite tastes. They didn't have any peach. I was quite disappointed, but they did have apricot, so I had an apricot spritz thing, which was just as nice probably. Anyway, I'm going off track again. So this is what it looks like. It feels nice actually, the way it opens. It's a nice little clicky thing, not a bad price. I might as well just do it on camera, hadn't I? Not sure. Oh, yes. It does taste lovely and fruity. I like that a lot. It's probably no good for me though, because I'll just keep licking it off my lips. However, I had a problem this week with my lips. The bit just around the edge, actually, it went really dry. Now, we have started using the central heating in our house, so that's probably what the problem is. And I was working really hard the one day, spending ages just sitting there and thinking my lips feel really dry, I need to do something, and not doing anything. So that is going to stay by my workstation. I normally have a little box of things which I haven't had up there for a few weeks now, so it will join that, and I've got to keep them nicely hydrated, I think, over winter. Now on to my favourite thing in the box, which I haven't properly looked at yet, and you'll probably all think why. But I love stuff like this. So this is Sleep Smug Satin Sleep Mask in tattoo print. It's worth £15. Achieve a restful sleep with this luxurious satin sleep mask, crafted from ultra soft breathable satin. It reduces skin irritation and minimises wrinkles. The mask hydrates skin, diminishes dark circles and promotes anti-aging benefits. Ideal for home and travel. Its gentle design is kind to both skin and hair. One size fits all for ultimate comfort. So I really wanted this just because it looked really pretty and nice. I don't actually use sleep masks for what they're meant to be used for. I certainly don't sleep in them. I get irritated if anything's on my face when I'm sleeping. But look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I didn't see the back of it being that gorgeous colour. I absolutely adore this. I use them to hold my hair back when I'm doing my skincare or putting on makeup. But to be honest with you, this one's just going to go as a collector's piece. Okay, that's the end of the box. So what do you think? I actually think it was brilliant. There were some things in there for me that just aren't for me. Philip Kingsley, I'm sure that lots of people love this product. The tea tree product sounds amazing if you've got blemish prone skin, but it's not really for me. Lee Stafford, I do like Lee Stafford, so happily going to be trying that in the coming weeks. We got the Skin Cycle wipes, which toning wipes, which I don't think are for me, but I will probably keep them in the house. Actually, we got Weleda, the moisturiser, which I do like, but I think for me possibly non-makeup day. I forgot to say that I did try it out with this morning, and it went all coagulated, so I did have to say that, didn't I? My brain is just not with it. I can remember saying it now, but yes, I haven't got any moisturiser on under my makeup, which is amazing that it went so well. Okay, and relax. We have got now this is where I'm going to get confused. We've got the eyeshadow, we've got the foundation-y thing, we've got the brow pencil, we've got the brow powder, we've got the highlighter, we've got the skin balm, we've got the eyeliner, and we've got the sleep mask. I hate it when there's so many items, you know. I just completely lose track when I'm going through. My mind sort of goes off. It diverts somewhere else. Do you know what? I've had a really busy week at work, and I meant to work 18.25 hours, something like that. But I did an extra, I don't know, but on Wednesday I worked from 9:05 in the morning till 7:10 at night. So I was meant to do 5.5 hours that day. It's been really, really busy, and my brain has been sort of working overtime. I couldn't sleep on Tuesday night for all the things I was thinking about that I had to do on Wednesday. And sometimes I'd just get a little bit, it's just too much. What I then suddenly remembered was something that one of my old bosses had said to me one time when I was complaining at her that I had too much to do, that you should think of things one by one. Don't think of them all together as the whole, but do it in bite-sized pieces, is what she used to say. And just imagine them in a little box, that one action or activity in a little box, and go and do it. And actually on Wednesday I did do that. I used her advice and did it that way, one thing at a time, didn't get sidetracked, didn't get diverted, and it worked. And I got through everything I needed to do, even though it took sort of about, I don't know how many hours that was, 10 hours. But yes, it was definitely worth doing, because it meant I slept well on Wednesday night through to hopefully tonight, which is Sunday. So boxes. There's been a few skincare ones out. There's been one from OK. I think Cult Beauty had one come out. Do you know, I don't want, at the moment, I don't want a fully skincare box. I think I want things like this, where they've got lots of different bits and bobs in, that it's just a little bit more exciting, where you get an interesting sleep mask. I don't know. I feel like that's more like you're opening a present or something. I don't know. I know lots of you like skincare, and at other times I would love that. I would have loved the skincare ones, and I'd be thinking, oh yeah, I need all these products. But at the moment, I just feel like I want to have things that are a little bit different. So this box definitely fits the bill. I forgot this as well, the ice. How could I forget the Isoclean? Lovely product. So OK Advent Calendar is out on Tuesday. Do you know what? I think that is the one I'm going to go for. I have to say, I've re-looked and looked again at all the things in all the calendars. There's so many I want. If I had my own way, I would have every calendar that's out there, but that would be silly, and I'd probably get bored anyway opening them. Maybe not. But you know, I'm not going on holiday. I was thinking of going away in the October half-term break, but we're not doing that now, mainly because the dog, our lovely Labrador Summer, she's getting on a bit now. We don't know how long she's got. Hopefully it's forever, but realistically it's not going to be. So either we go away with her, but then she can't do a lot of activity. She's got arthritis. She can't walk far. Or we leave her with my in-laws, who would look after her extremely well, I know, but we're not sure about doing that either. So we're probably not going away. We're going to have holiday at home, which just means that we go out on little day trips. We used to do that when my son was little and we didn't have a lot of money. We actually made a really good investment and bought a National Trust membership for real discounted price at the time, so that we used to spend our holidays doing holiday at home, going to National Trust properties, taking picnics, having a lovely time. And I think we're going to do that again this October maybe. But that does mean I have got a little bit more money than I thought I'd have. So I don't know whether to just be nice and spend it on Christmas presents for people, or maybe get myself another advent calendar. I don't know yet. It's been a busy week. We had lovely lunch with the in-laws yesterday. That was a thank you from them to us for looking after their dog in the summer. I had my hair done the other day, you may have noticed. I went with my friend for coffee, which was lovely. Did my nails. They're much shorter than last week. I should not have boasted about the length of my nails last. Pride comes before a fall. That is true. Last week I was saying how amazingly long they were, and then this one went and broke. So I have trimmed them all down, which is easier to do things, to be fair, like type and things like that. And I put a little green, slightly autumnal feel to it, I thought. So yeah, it's been a busy week, a nice, pleasant week. Nothing too horrendous. The rain's been pretty bad here in the UK. There have been floods. I live by a river that goes under a road that I use a lot to get everywhere. And that flooded, which is really annoying because then you have to go all around everywhere to get anywhere. And it's fine, but it's annoying. But apart from that, it's been an okay week. So I hope it's been a good week for all of you as well. And if it hasn't, I hope next week's a lot better. And I'm going to send you loads and loads and loads and loads of positive energy, which I can feel streaming out now. So go and grab it. And hopefully I'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.